intimidating to men. And even if they're very confident over the internet or over the dating apps, once you get someone in person, probably 70% of the time their dick doesn't work, because in their head, it's such a mental thing to be like, this woman has been with a guy with this big of a dick. Or
Even one-on-one?
Yeah. When I dated, when I was single the last time, it was probably 70% of the guys that I like, down to like when we got to the sex, they couldn't get their dick hard.
Wow.
And I think it's because of what I did for a living.
Wow. All right.
And it's so frustrating because it's like, I'm here with you. I want to connect with you. I'm not comparing you to anybody. I'm not on some like weird upper echelon of like sex performance. I just really enjoy sex, and film sex is very different than personal sex.
Well, definitely. Well,
they don't know that. They want to try 17 positions, and you're like, I don't want this.
No, that sounds exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
No one's going to get a good rhythm with that.
No. They just keep changing it up. That's another reason I have no interest in dating people, civilians, I guess people call it, like outside of the industry. I just,
that's mind-boggling to me, because like I understand I am not a beautiful man. Like I understand, but like I am very much like, oh, this is where you want to be. Like, okay, let's go. Like, yeah, like the only times I have failed is generally due to alcohol.
Sure. And that happens sometimes, and it's not a big deal. It was just the fact that it was so many in a row and over this time that I was like, it has to just be a mental thing about what I do. You're also probably not intimidated by talking to women who do this for a living.
I hope not.
I would hope not at this point, right? So, but
even well before that, like
for a lot of men though, it's like you match on an app with someone who says they do porn, and your brain makes it into this big thing before you've ever even met the person.
Yeah. For me, on the other hand, it's when I meet someone on an app who's like, I do porn and OnlyFans, I'm like, hey, are you actually trying to meet people, or are you just trying to hustle your OnlyFans right now?
Right. Yeah.
Like, if you're just trying to hustle your OnlyFans, good game. That's cool.
No, I'm not going to be the person for it.
Right. Do you need an editor?
Yeah, exactly. That's when you do your hustle.
I'm honestly about to like take a picture for the dating apps, like, and just hold a sign that says, I will, like my profile picture, I will edit your OnlyFans. Like,
oh my God, you would get so much work from that, I bet. Yeah. With like some examples, or like in like working on stuff that looks very professional and official, I bet you would get good people from that.
Like, don't want to date me? That's fine. You want me?
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah, like dudes, someone, no matter who they are, if like it's the point where we're taking our clothes off, this is where they want to be. Like, don't get in your head about it.
Right. Like, I'm choosing to be with you here. Like, I want to have that connection. It's why I love sex. It's that connection. It's that like roller coaster that you're on together, even if it's just for a little bit. Like, then you just had this experience. Like, it's a really fun thing. And
yeah, and it's one of those things where like, sex is an Everest.
No.
You know, you're not going to be the first person they have sex with. You're not going to be the last person. You know, you may not be the most memorable partner, but enjoy it for what it is in the moment.
Right. And I know I'm not that for everybody. If I'm not feeling chemistry, they're probably not either, you know? So,
well, I mean, definitely if they can't get their dick hard.
Yeah. Good. I just feel so bad because it's like, it's not a big deal. There was one guy in college. He was this beautiful Dominican man, and we would always flirt. I worked at the Reebok concept store. I was 18, and he would go get shoes together. And he would like push his cock up against my ass, and I was like, oh, he's so hot. So finally, I had him over to my apartment, and we had been kind of playing this game for months and months and months, this tease game. And he came over, and we had a beer or whatever it was, and we go to have sex. He puts on the condom, and he, within probably less than 10 seconds, he was out of me, and he was pulling on his clothes as fast as he could. And I was in shock because I'm sitting there, ass up, confused. and I was like, what's going on? Are you okay? And he's like, I'm just going to go. And I realized that he, like, I looked down at the condom, and he had come, right? Like really fast, which is fine. It's kind of flattering, honestly. like you couldn't even hold it. But, I tell him, I said, it's fine. You can just stay here. Like, we'll have another beer. We'll wait some time. And I noticed that he's crying, and then he runs out of the apartment. So I felt terrible. But the next time I saw him at work, which was so awkward, he comes up to me and he goes, hey, Ma, when are we going to do that again? Like, completely. He must have like just repressed it. So that's my crying Dominican man story.
Either that, or he told someone else that he was going to go hook up with you, and then had to play it up for the other coworker that he had bragged about hooking up with you.
I'm sure it was so, and it was just so disappointing because I don't care in that moment. It was, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, it happens. It's fine. We've been building up to this, but he just ran out of my apartment.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And dudes, at least as my anecdotal experience, I've definitely come too quick. And
Oh yeah. Yeah.
it's just like, give me a few.
Can I tell you, it has happened a lot on set. No one's ever come too quick on set, but they get close and then they have to stop you, and it is so satisfying to make like a veteran male performer be like, "Ooh, I am just feeling this so much that we have to pause for a second." It is the best ego boost.
Well, I can imagine. I mean, it's like
It feels great. So I mean, it's a fun thing for us on our side of it, of like, oh, like this feels so good that you almost can't control yourself. I think it's kind of fun.
oh yeah, and I've also had like my usual whiskey dick is that I don't finish. I've definitely had people stick around and be like, no, I'm not leaving until I get that load from you.